What up, Coach? What up, Mike Vick? What up, folks? I hope you're doing well. Buff Nation, what up? BWB, all my bandwagon buffs. How y'all doing today? I hope y'all are doing wonderfully today. Hey, man, have you heard what Travis Hunter's Heisman Trophy, have you heard where it ranks amongst the top 10 Heisman trophies? If you haven't, we're gonna find out in this video, man. I like to see this photo right here. I like this conversation right here, yo. Two guys that did it their way. Coach Vick is now at Norfolk State coaching. He's meeting Coach Prime in Boulder. He's trying to glean a little something from Coach Prime, man. I love seeing it. But anyways, that ain't what this video is about. Where Travis Hunter's Heisman Trophy is ranked amongst the top 10 Heisman trophies of all time. Right after my intro. Roll it.
BWB. Bandwagon buffs.
That's right. It's your man's Harry Billion. Please do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. Make sure to give me the thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you can get the videos as soon as I upload it to YouTube. All right, family, I got to go ahead and get into this video real quick. So that's all the business I got. You know what time it is. Let's work. All right, guys. So welcome back. I appreciate you clicking on this video. Thank you for the support. I do appreciate you. All right, so listen, before we get too deep into the video, I just want to point out that this is a Power 4 office that Michael Vick and Coach Prime are in. Coach Vick's office, it ain't going to be the same. You feel me? He's at Norfolk State. I'm sure it's going to be a modest office. He has the money, you feel me? But his office ain't going to be the same. This is what he aspires to be at. He aspires to be sitting in the office like this one day. Glean off of Coach Prime. Go over to Norfolk State and win games. Coach Vick, you win a couple of years and you could be in the office just like this in a Power 4, a G5 or something like that. Do not despise your humble beginnings. Mike Vick is going to be there before we know it. I'm telling you, this guy is learning from one of the best to ever done it, Coach Prime. Tell you. Anyways, man, I'm excited for both of those guys. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Let's go. I want to give a shout out to Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes for this high achievement. You know what I'm saying? It's something that has never been done before in Colorado Buffaloes football history. 120 years, this has never been done before. So right here, guys, I just wanted to show you guys this. Coach Prime's impact at Colorado is undeniable, both on and off the field. For the first time in the program's 120-year history, Colorado football has achieved an average GPA above a 3.0. Never been done before in the history of Colorado. A milestone that never reached since its founding in 1890. Colorado was founded in 1890 and they have never reached okay? 120 years. They've never hit 3.0 and above. So that's what's up. Coach Prime is doing his thing, man. I'm telling you. That's the thing about Coach Prime. Love him or hate him, whatever his process is, whatever he does, he's trying to make sure that these young men will walk out of Colorado, and if they do not go to the NFL, that they're going to be at a place, a business, somewhere where they can hang their heads high and know they actually got the education that they needed to be able to achieve outside of football. And you gotta congratulate somebody that puts a high value on education like Coach Prime. Love him or hate him, man. You gotta say salute to Coach Prime for that. All right, so let's go ahead and turn our attention to this Heisman information. I thought this was pretty dope. You feel me? I thought it was pretty dope, and that's why I'm making this video. So I hope you appreciate the information. Let's get into it. Fox Sports composes top 10 Heisman seasons of all time ranking. This was written by Griffin McVeigh. No relations, I hope, if you know what I mean. College football's most prestigious award, the Heisman Trophy, is handed out every year in early December. The sport's biggest stars gather in New York City to celebrate their season, with one ultimately being declared the winner. Debates rage on throughout the year about who is leading the race, but now it's time to put the Heisman winners up against one another. Ranked number 1, Oklahoma State running back Barry Sanders, 1988. Fox's number number 1 spot goes to none other than the legendary Sanders. You got to go do your research if he is related to Coach Prime. I don't know if they're cousin, maybe 3 times removed or something. I don't know. They could be cousins. I've never done the research. The key number for the Oklahoma State product was his 37 rushing touchdowns, the most in college football history. To this day, the record still stands. Sanders' explosion came in his junior season after putting up decent numbers his first 2 years in Stillwater. Now he is known as one of the greatest to ever do it. At number 2 is going to be none other than LSU QB Joe Burrow, 2019. Burrow's 2019 LSU team is widely considered the greatest team of all time. For real? For real? The greatest team of all time? He was certainly the leader as the Tigers won a national championship in undefeated fashion, taking down Clemson in New Orleans. Even 5 years later, the numbers from Burrow are incredible to look at. He threw for 5,671 yards, 60 touchdowns, and just 6 interceptions while completing 76.3% of his throws, beating out Oklahoma's Jalen Hurts by 1,846 points. It's the largest margin of victory in Heisman Trophy history. Wow. Okay, bro, I see what you're doing. And look at here. At number 3, Travis, I was impressed. Travis Hunter, Colorado's cornerback / wide receiver of 2024, is ranked number 3 on this list. Just happened. I'm telling you. I'm like, come on now. How can you hate on this? Okay, you would think like it'll be maybe a little bit further down the list, but to be ranked number 3, yo, this is something right here. Congratulations to Travis Hunter. Hunter was one of the more tight Heisman races in history, narrowly beating Boise State's Ashton Jeanty this past December. But the do-it-all player was just too good to not win, making a huge impact at cornerback and wide receiver. The Biletnikoff was awarded to Hunter too, being the nation's top pass catcher. Many believe he is a better cornerback though, potentially focusing on the position once being drafted into the NFL. Oh man. At number 4 is Auburn QB Cam Newton, 2010. It's tough to accomplish what Newton did at Auburn, almost single-handedly winning a national championship in 2010. Just 3 other players from the team were selected into the NFL draft, 2 of which were in the 7th round. Newton threw for 2,857 yards and 30 touchdowns while leading the country in rushing yards and touchdowns, going for 1,473 yards and 20 scores. At number 5 is going to be none other than Michigan cornerback Charles Woodson, 1997. Before Hunter, there was Woodson. There was some impact made at wide receiver, catching 11 balls for 231 yards and 2 touchdowns. Punt return played into the equation too, with 283 yards and a touchdown on the special teams unit. Woodson won a hotly contested Heisman Trophy race that season, beating out Ryan Leaf, Peyton Manning, and Randy Moss. Of the 4 people sitting in New York that night, 3 are in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Coming in at number 6 is Pitt running back Tony Dorsett, 1976. A year after finishing 4th in voting, Dorsett took home the Heisman Trophy in 1976. He had 701 first-place votes, the 10th most in the award's history. Dorsett did not break the 2,000-yard mark, but led the country with 1,948 yards. Pitt winning the national championship certainly helped too, going a perfect 13-0 with a Sugar Bowl win over Georgia. Everybody's beating Georgia these days. Oh wait, that was in 1976. My bad. Yeah, that was a low poke at Georgia. All the Georgia fans that can't. Surfer Boy 3000, what it do, my homie? I don't know what was happening with the SEC. At number 7 is Texas A&M QB Johnny Manziel, 2012. Until Manziel, no freshman had ever won the Heisman Trophy. He found a way to change history throughout the 2012 season, becoming college football's biggest star in Texas A&M's first ever SEC campaign. Manziel had his high Heisman moment against Alabama, taking down Nick Saban's squad in Tuscaloosa, throwing for just over 3,700 yards and adding 1,410 on the ground with 47 total touchdowns certainly helps too. At number 8, USC running back Marcus Allen, 1981. Bruh, when you see these names and you hear these names, you're just like, yo, you see how special this is, man? For Travis Hunter to be ranked at number 3 with some of these names, Colorado, Deion Sanders, he's coaching players that are among these names. Just wait and see, man, what Coach Prime is going to do. I'm telling you, congrats Travis Hunter again, man. I can't believe it. The 1981 Heisman Trophy race was between two great running backs, with Georgia's Herschel Walker finishing second. Allen won by nearly 700 points, though, being USC's 4th winner. Allen led the country in carries, 403 carries. Rushing yards was 2,342, and he had 22 touchdowns during the 1981 season. A legend in Los Angeles lands at number 8 in Fox's list. At number 9, we got Florida QB Tim Tebow, 2007. Somehow Tebow has just one Heisman Trophy to his name. The 2007 season was his first of 3 years as the Florida starting quarterback, being a finalist in 2008 and finishing 5th in 2009. Florida finished 2007 with a 9-4 record, but Tebow was remarkable throughout. His 3,286 passing yards and 32 touchdowns paired well with 895 rushing yards and a nation-leading 23 rushing touchdowns. Tim Tebow was special, man. He gets to the NFL and nothing really happened. But yes, man, in college, you can do some special things, but it doesn't pan out in the NFL. Let's just hope our guys, Shador and Travis and the rest, I hope they all pan out and make Colorado proud. And finally, guys, number 10, we got Louisville quarterback Lamar Jackson, 2016. In an era where quarterbacks have dominated the Heisman Trophy, Jackson finds his way on Fox's list at number 10. Jackson was Louisville's first and still only winner, also being the ACC's last recipient as he has continued with the Baltimore Ravens. Jackson dominated with both his arm and legs. He led the country in both passing yards and rushing yards, combining for 5,261 yards. Add in 45 total touchdowns, and you have an all-time great season. Listen, man, when I saw that information, man, I thought that was pretty cool for Travis Hunter to be on that list. What he did was special. I know a lot of people don't really want to accept the fact that he won it. They thought Ashton Genty was supposed to win it, but you're just going to have to accept this stuff. At this point, you're just going to have to accept this stuff because it's going to come at you fast. Coach Prime and his 2025 season is loaded. He's got a lot of things going on. You feel what I'm saying? Before I end this video, I want to put this in your ear. Think about all of the camaraderie that's happening. Norfolk State, Michael Vick. There are other coaches that are coming in and they're starting at the lower levels, FCS. Think about the pipeline that started. People are going to start picking up the phone. You know what I'm saying? This is why it's important to have black coaches. Pick up the phone. Hey, you got somebody? I need a lineman. I need somebody dope. So now you're taking somebody from the HBCUs and you're bringing them up to the Power 4. You know what I'm saying? That dynamic is something that you need, but it only happens if one person is given an opportunity to do that. Somebody needs an opportunity. That's all they need. Just give people an opportunity to try. Don't worry about what's going to happen. The Raiders fires Antonio 1 year. When you give these black coaches an opportunity, give them the same opportunity that you give the white coaches. Give him a chance to grow. Give him an opportunity to learn and to fail. If you're looking at Antonio with the Raiders, 1 year and you fire the guy barely got to sit in the seat and warm up. So you give these coaches an opportunity, let them fail, let them learn how to figure things out. Give them an opportunity to do that. If you do that, more and more coaches will come up. When there is competition, that means that everybody has to up their game. Competition is only going to benefit the game because everybody got to step their game up. The white guys got to step their game up. The black guys got to step their game up. All of these guys are pressuring each other. When you see former players entering the broadcasting game, the other guys that never played before that are in broadcasting, they got to step their game up because they know that if you got somebody like a Ryan Clark, a Coach Prime that are very, astute, that understand how to analyze things. So now you got to step your game up because now these former players are stepping their game up. So same thing's going to happen with coaching. These former players are going to come and they're going to put some pressure on the guys that never played the game before, but they know X's and O's and they know how to coach. So now they got to step their game up. That only benefits the fans and it benefits the game. I just like opportunity. Give more opportunities. That's all I'm asking for. Let me just go back real quick so you can see something. I just wanted to point something out before I end this video. In this clip, like, look at Michael Vick's face. Look at his reaction, all right? I'm not playing the audio, but just look at him. You feel me? This is where he's going to end up at. This is Power 4. This is where you want to be at. You start at Norfolk State and you do your thing. One day you're going to be at the Power 4 winning championships. This is what it's all about. Like, without this opportunity for Coach Prime, Michael Vick is not walking in the office of somebody and being able to see this type of stuff, being able to experience this type of stuff from somebody of his peers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, you can get invited by one of these white coaches and you can kind of see it, but somebody of his peers speaking to you in their language and understanding how they talk, this type of stuff can motivate a player. The motivation that you get from that is a little different. That's why it's important for these opportunities to come to all people, not just white people, black people, Asians, other types of people that are interested in the job. You can't pay for this experience. You can't get this experience from somebody outside of your own race. You get this experience only from somebody just like you. And Michael Vick is going to cherish this. When he's coaching, he's going to remember this conversation. He's going to remember those times that he spent with Coach Prime. That's going to be a motivating factor for him. But I'm going to leave this video right there, guys. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments about Travis Hunter, what you just heard me say, and I'll see you. Get it? I'll see you on the next video. Okay.